Hello.
Good evening.
Hola.
Welcome to the show tonight.
We
What were we about to say?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was about to say, okay, we don't have Eric tonight because of his birthday. I see someone else joining though. I bet it's Matt.
Matt has been
Matt was
attempting
on.
It
to
is
join.
Matt because I have a phone.
There he is.
I have a phone battery life showing. Hey.
There we go.
At like 2 frames a second.
Right.
If that. He's frozen again.
You've heard it 1080p. Matt is at 2p.
56K modems.
I was responding to Coinless's comment about kids eating paper. We have a running joke at work about one of our coworkers. He's an ex-Marine, and one of my other coworkers who's ex-Air Force makes fun of him and says he eats crayons.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's a Marine thing.
Ay.
They literally put crayons in the MREs.
Don't you say something about
yeah,
like
there
the depending on which color it tastes different? Like they really don't like the those green ones. They don't like.
I don't know.
Either they don't like the green ones or they taste the best.
I'm not going to test that theory out. Let's just say that. I'll take your word for it.
I remember.
We need a
having-
kindergartner.
I
Let
do remember
them-
having
them
opinions
try
about
it.
that when I was a kid, but I don't remember what my opinions were. So. Whoa.
Tim is
I'm
glitching.
Yeah,
lagging
Tim is
now.
glitching out
It's
now
a little
too.
choppy.
What the heck?
Seems like it's okay now.
Your voice has been out of sync with your video.
Hmm,
Now it seems better.
that's weird.
Matt,
Yeah, Eric's
the
not here
curse-
today.
It's the curse of Matt.
Matt is completely locked up now.
I don't even see him. I just see a spinning circle.
Oh, see, I
It's
still,
actually
I
improved.
still see him. He's just
And
not moving.
Tim's locked up now too.
Oh, am I?
Oh God, what is happening?
It's the battery indicator. It takes up too much bandwidth.
Yeah.
I think Video Ninja might be suffering a DDoS attack or something.
Hmm.
Server
This-
issues.
This is pretty choppy.
Yeah, Matt on my screen, he's just completely frozen. His
He's
video.
just smirking on my screen.
Yeah, he hasn't
Okay,
moved
yep, I
on
got
my
this.
screen in a while.
I just see a
Same thing.
loading screen. I don't even. It's
Hey.
just a gray loading screen. Like
Just
Yep.
Yeah.
it's probably. I'd rather look at this than his face. Like
I don't know. That
Yeah.
smirk on his face is kind of sus.
You're
That
the only
is
one who can see it.
Yeah, am I still?
Ghost.
well, he's finally in roll 20.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah.
Is mine still acting up?
No, it's,
You
it's
seem
okay.
doing
fine.
okay now.
Seem okay
But
now.
like it was coming in
people-
like kind of like you'd skip for a little bit and then you'd be fine.
Yeah.
And it happened like for maybe a 2-minute period.
Well, I mean, so
What?
What's happening?
I don't know.
Oh, something just happened.
I
Think
think he
gave up?
disconnected again.
Yep. Welcome to Matt Getting Online session tonight.
The curse of Skippy continues.
Yep.
So this way, it's like to roll a nat 1 on your internet connection.
Yes.
Yes. Amatica Online.
No, that didn't work.
No.
That didn't work like you thought it would.
I wasn't expecting it to work, to be honest. I just wanted you guys to groan.
Oh, usually
Mission
I'm the one telling
accomplished.
that.
It's the type of joke that Chris would tell on Facebook.
I haven't done one of those lately. I'll have to put
I
one up
know.
tomorrow.
I'm kind of disappointed in you.
I go in waves.
But that's I guess that's not nothing new.
That's I was gonna say if you were proud of me when you said I wasn't slacking, I was like,
I know. I told Trip and Tim about that just earlier before the
Yeah.
stream started.
and I was starting like, who abducted Dave? What aliens have grabbed him? This isn't the same.
I gotta be encouraging too.
I guess, yeah.
I see Skippy.
Yep, he's
At
moving.
2 frames a second again.
Yep. Oh my goodness. See, this is. I think this is. Why
I'm getting
most,
a frame
Can't
every
win
2
them
seconds.
all, okay?
I think this is why
What was
most
that,
people
Skippy?
that do streaming groups like this have everybody join like a half hour ahead of time and run tests. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I
we
can
are wildly
see-
unprofessional.
We sound.
Yeah, what's our motto? Just wing it.
Yeah, something
Just
like
wing it. Right.
that.
Yeah.
We have a motto.
It's funny because Skippy will be like sitting still, and then I'll like see his posters like moving in normal time, and then like he moves it. It's just like it's like 2 frames a second again.
It's when there's like very little movement, it catches up, but then he just goes and it's just like
Yeah.
suddenly it like, oh gosh. Oh, the glitch.
Think smooth thoughts.
It's seriously it's seriously like a early 2000 like webcam.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Matt, fix your internet. SMH. And now I'm
Maybe
just
if you
stuck with him
do
like pointing at
video
the camera.
or audio only, Matt.
Looks like he's trying to recruit. Like I just have like him pointing forward.
Like I literally, yes, that's what
Yeah,
I
it's
have.
like-
Just like
It's like he's recruiting for the army.
Yeah.
I don't
you
think
will
I'd want to
join
join that
Headhunters
army.
Online.
I would
Join
want to join
Headhunters.
any army that skipped.
We need more bodies.
Yes, I mean you can just join audio only if you need to, there, Matt.
Audio only, I guess. So you
Yeah,
are
I'm
you are
using-
now relegated to Coinless's level. Congratulations.
Now you got to put up fish.
Be insulted that I'm not.
No, that's Coinless's thing. He needs to
Oh.
put up sloths. Matt
Okay.
will put up sloth
Yeah,
pictures.
there we go.
Well,
I
I know where
like that.
I'm gonna
I know where
hide.
Coinless lives, and you most likely have charter internet, don't you?
Well,
Me?
I can't figure out how
Yeah.
to switch.
I
Oh goodness.
I don't
Okay.
know.
Hold on a second. I will.
probably. I think so.
Let me see if I can do anything here.
I mean, my internet's fine. It's just that I don't have a webcam.
That is sus.
Well, I mean, I have my phone, but I mean,
Make your
I
brother
can't
pay
use
for
my
the
headset.
webcam then. I bought you the headset. Make your brother buy you a webcam. There you go. Ah, crap. I just hit back. I'm not in row 20 again.
Nope, you disappeared.
Big
Yep.
sad.
And yep, you're back.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently I can't just ban you from transmitting video.
Time
I mean,
out.
you
That
can
would-
cut off your
that
own
would be
video.
great.
It seemed like it was a possibility, but yeah. Yeah.
Can we
yeah,
make that
can
a
you go into
permanent-
video settings there, Matt?
Banning him from video. Can we make that permanent?
I actually don't know if he can hear us. All right, let's just start game.
Yay!
So when last we left our dashing heroes and also everyone else in the party, we had just arrived back at the base, having rescued Steven's kid,
Yay!
whose name I don't think we've received yet.
No, it's Lucas.
Lucas.
Luca,
we
sorry.
have been told
Luca,
his name is
Luca.
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 We
Luca.
have been told his name is Luca, and I just forgot.
If you get him wet, he turns into a sea monster.
Yeah.
Mm.
So,
But we can't really run that story because Eric's not here. So
it'll be fine.
I have a green potion in my inventory. I don't know what it does, but I snagged it from last session. So
So, Steven, you can't hug your son because if he gets wet, he turns into a sea monster.
that is unfair.
that is hateful.
I have sweaty palms even in normal form now.
I didn't tell him to take that power.
Lord above.
All right.
Ay, ay, ay.
So yeah. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I just.
So back at base, William's gonna say, "Okay, so now what?"
I remember Steven's with Amanda right now, like while he's like in surgery or something along those lines,
Wait, what?
Wasn't she getting them stabilized?
or like stabilized. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they just put it? We're just gonna say he's like in a coma tube or like sleepy tube.
Why was he in a coma?
Well, no, he wasn't. He was passed out, right? Like he wasn't conscious because
He was
Like-
on life support when he was in that hospital bed. He was like on like a ventilator or something like that.
Oh, you're
and
talking
hooked
about
up to
Luca. I
IVs.
thought you were talking
Yeah.
about Steven. Yeah, Luca, yes.
yeah, Luke.
Yes.
For some reason, I thought I don't remember Steven getting into a coma.
Mhm.
Yet.
He drinks the potion. Yeah.
We don't know what that potion does.
D
we
is
have it?
going to go into the workshop and he's going to start working on the collar for Shadow.
Shouldn't we put up some kind of defenses to stop them from like teleporting
Oh,
in? or
right.
at least
That
if
was
they're-
where that's where we
probably
left
do
off.
that. That's probably a good thing to do.
That's right. We were
Yeah.
Some way to keep
we
them
were
out.
supposed to be discussing that offline. Oops.
Oops.
Yeah.
We can discuss it now in game. That's fine.
I mean,
just didn't
it's
wanna
pretty
keep
s-
I just didn't want to keep discussing it in that session.
Yeah. I don't think there's much to discuss. It's just literally let's figure out a way to put up something that stops people from portaling in and make it happen.
Well, so like I
Mhm.
said, there was different ways to do it, and so as far as cost was concerned, the question was how you were going to approach it. That was what the
Is
issue
it
was.
something that we give the base, or is it something that we give Arvis? Right? Was that the question?
That wasn't the question, but that is certainly a question. But right now it's the same pool, basically. Arvis is just bought with points that you spend on the base. So
Okay.
it doesn't matter.
So if it wasn't the base, what else? How else would we spend it?
Could we make the other team do it?
Well, it's not about what you're spending it, like who you're spending it on, or what sheet or whatever. It's about what powers you're using to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they would be applied to the base no matter what. I'm assuming.
Yes.
All right. So what are our options for powers to stop unwanted guests?
I think nullify would work, but that would affect all of us unless we set something up.
Be selective.
We can do
right?
selective.
Selective nullify. Yeah.
Hmm.
Plus, that would be like for a lot of other things too, right? Since it'd just be like if you aren't one of us, all of your powers don't work.
I mean, that would be a. Yeah, you can do that.
Like a nullify field.
Yeah,
That would be expensive.
it would be,
Nullify
it would add up-
everything.
It would add up pretty quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
We would have to account. You can't just say everything for a blanket thing. It's got to be specified, right?
It does have to be specified. Now you can make it broad, and so some people that do have it in the game do have it as broad, and just have it like mutants or tech or whatever.
Hmm.
Is it only powers, or can you like nullify like life?
Like instant death.
No, yeah, you can't nullify basic biological functions.
Just nullify breathing. It's it's efficient.
Well, then they're gonna get attacked by like a bunch of robots or
That's true.
something.
Nullify all electrical signals. That would kill both people and
Yes.
robots.
Yeah,
Tim
there you
will
go.
find a
And
way.
Yarvis.
So there are. So one of the things that we haven't really had need to talk about yet is that there is a modifier that you can add to powers called innate. Now you can't use it on any of your powers because they're not innate. You're a mutant. But innate means that it is a basic function of your species, of what you are. And anything marked as innate cannot be nullified. So for human characters, this includes basic bodily functions, essentially.
Breathing.
Yeah, you don't have them on your sheet, but they are functionally treated by the rules as innate.
Imagine if you had to spend points on every bodily function.
Yeah, but for
God.
like,
Oh.
Martian Manhunter, he would have shapeshifting as an innate ability because that is something that everyone in his race can do as a basic rule of their biology.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why it hasn't come up, is that it can't be on any of your sheets. None of you have that. Now,
So you can't create like one of those like sonic cannons that the military or law enforcement uses so that you lose your faculties.
oh, you can, yeah, but
Okay.
that's just an affliction.
Oh, okay.
not
Gotcha.
nullification.
It's not nullifying.
Gotcha.
It's
Okay.
not nullifying your bowels. It's just
It's suppressing.
It's afflicting your bowels.
It's
is what it-
suppressing.
Is what it's doing.
It is suppressing your ability to not shit your pants.
So this is my question: if a mutant had a kid, and he had some of the powers of his parent, would that be innate, or would that just be a power from a mutant?
Yeah, no,
that was
it would have to be. They would have to be their own. They would have to be part of a species. So like, if every mutant in our setting had one power that was the same across the board, and you had a few generations to the point where that species bred true, then yes, that power could be considered innate. But that's not true in this setting. There is no one shared power.
And I don't think this campaign is going to go long enough for us to get generational.
Right.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, we do have like a pseudo time machine. We just gotta
Oh God!
run
So
it
we're
in
gonna use it. We're gonna use it as a breeding machine. Is that it?
I was
my
just saying we
goodness.
could go to the future and see how things turn out. I didn't mean like a full-on hive.
But we can't go
I was just saying
back.
like some wacky time travel, like Back to the Future. Except,
It's one-way time travel.
well, I mean,
It speeds things up. There's no going back.
well, if I mean, you could, I don't know, make a reversed forward machine.
Time travel
Just
the
invert
long
it.
way around.
Yeah, I don't think Tim's going to allow
we
time
would
travel.
have to. Yeah, we would have to
yeah,
make it so that the
I'm gonna be
machine
pretty-
runs slower.
I'm not going to say flat blank that I absolutely will not entertain any ideas involving time travel. I will say, however, you're gonna have a hell of a time trying to convince me.
Okay, what if
to allow
we
it.
went to another
And
dimension
It
that was like
absolutely is not going to happen as a one person thing. Like, no one is picking up a device that does time travel, a personal time travel device, and no one is getting a power to time travel. Like, if you convince me to do time travel, everyone time travels together.
okay.
We're
Quick
going
question.
to find some dinosaurs.
So-
What if we pull a Rick and Morty where we just go to a dimension that's like 100 years in the future that we have lived in, so we can see our ancestors in that timeline or universe?
So-
I don't know anything about
like-
Rick and Morty except for apparently there was a meme that caused problems for McDonald's and another meme involving a person becoming a pickle. And that's it. That is everything I know about Rick and Morty, and that is two more things than I wanted to know about Rick and Morty.
That pretty much sums everything up with Rick
Yeah.
and Morty.
In a simplified way, if
Szechuan sauce.
like different
Mhm.
dimensions have like different time because triggers like original.
Well, we've already explored that, having some realities that move at a faster pace than others.
so
so
what if
that-
there's a reality that's like 100 years in the future?
Right? Yeah.
So
I
that
mean, there
means-
could be, but it wouldn't have the same. It probably wouldn't have the same past, so it wouldn't give you. It wouldn't tell you exactly what your future's going to be.
So
Yeah,
that
but you could
means
do
that
Same as
Trip
ours. Yeah.
Trip can't invest like 1,000 points into flight so that he can go warp 10 around the sun.
That's been done twice now. They had to
More than
reuse
that.
that for Picard.
Yep.
Actually, 3 times, right? Anywho, one of those times involved whales, but we're not getting into that. So back to the actual plot. Pineapple. As I break the microphone. Base, powers, nullify, teleport, or portaling, or either. Or
Yeah.
both.
So
Mhm.
So yeah, like I said, nullify is a pretty straightforward one. Honestly, anything else you have to play with a bit to make it work for that way. But let me look at the base rules real quick.
Well, I just bought 10 more equipment points, so.
I really am struggling to see how Steven can just like be like just immediately abandon his son with zero consequence this session. It's like, yay, my son's here. Well, time to get some milk.
That's beautiful.
Actually, I bought 15 equipment points tonight.
Steven's in a pickle.
All right, you know what I will allow as actually a pretty cheaper option. In the headquarters rules, where it has all the different features you can pick up, there's a thing called sealed.
Okay.
I will permit sealed to be functionally a base power. So what that would do is however many ranks you put into sealed serves as a DC, so 10 plus those ranks that someone would have to roll against with dimensional travel to enter.
That sounds simple and straightforward. I like it.
Sounds good to me.
It's like the base has resistance. Okay.
And
Now,
we're limited by...
You're limited by the base's power level, so you cannot have more ranks than the base's power level. The power level of the base.
I don't even know what the power level of our base is.
Same as our group.
No.
Okay. No.
No, the power level of the base is. Oh yeah, it is. It's power level of the series overall.
Okay.
So that's what, 12 now?
12.
12, yep.
Okay, so how much can we put into sealed?
12, if you want.
12.
So the DC would be 22?
Yes.
That's okay. How much would that cost?
12.
12 equipment points.
That okay. They are all in agreement on that because I think that's quick and efficient.
Yep,
No
Gina
more
says aye.
invasions. Steven agrees.
Okay.
No more random invasions from multiple different
Oh
realities.
well, it still could happen. They're
It
just
still
gonna roll
can
it.
happen, but it's gonna be a lot harder. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
less frequent invasions.
Frankly, a 22 is not that high.
Well, the offline group is paying for your Arvis, right?
Well, they
They
paid
paid
to
for
start
Arvis.
Arvis. You guys have had
I
the
don't-
option. Other people have. Once Arvis is created, anyone can spend points on him.
Right, but I don't think any of us spent points to pump into Arvis. I think that was all the offline groups
I
doing.
believe that is correct.
So we'll
We can pony up
pay
for that. That's not 12 equipment
for
points.
this.
Right.
Nine.
So
9 has 4 equipment points left, which I can throw at that. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we have 6 people, so if we just
2 points each.
do 2 points each,
Okay.
and just make sure we tell Eric next week to.
Yeah. Pony up those 2 points.
Yeah, did we get points last? Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
got.
told you if you didn't write them down, that's your problem.
Did I do the
I
thing?
think we got 3 last week.
Yes, we
Mhm.
did.
Yeah, I did the thing. You're right. I just
Sealed
didn't remember.
level 12. So that is.
I just remember last session I had to duplicate regeneration 3 times on my 3 different sheets for my 3 different sizes.
Oh,
Yeah,
Like,
it gets complicated. You have multiple sheets
What
of the
was
same
that?
character. It adds,
40,
it adds up the amount of work you have to do pretty quickly.
53.
All right, so that's sorted. That was easy enough.
I like that.
All right, so yep.
What now, intrepid adventurers?
Our time dilation wing is the same level as our sealed.
That works. I'm glad someone else was writing that down because literally all I've just put is how many I've spent on the base with no details.
Well, there's a
because
document. There's a
Which
handout
should be
that you
7, I
guys-
think.
where you guys should
I
be
have
tracking
spent
all of
6
this.
total.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a document that you guys should be tracking all this stuff in.
Oh yeah. Let me
The,
Documents.
under base personnel, there's base stats, which
Base,
is where you put
yeah.
how many points total you spent on the base. And
Because
then
9 has also put a bunch of points into the
Arvis is
Humvee.
in there as well.
We have a skyscraper?
No,
so that was
What?
what? Oh
Where'd you
no,
get skyscraper?
skyscraper
I
is skyscraper is roughly equivalent to the amount of square footage in
Oh, we
space.
upgraded that then.
Yeah. So there is roughly the same square footage in the base as there is in a
54.
skyscraper, is what that means.
So
That's a lot of square footage. Jeez.
who upgraded that? Because
I
originally
don't know. I don't remember.
we
I thought it was like warehouse
It
or
was
something.
castle sized when we first built it. It was castle.
Castle.
Sized.
Yeah.
Oh, it was I thought it was mansion sized when we did this.
Oh, maybe it was
okay,
mansion
so
sized.
this is 54
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was mansion.
guest quarters.
So someone from the
Field.
other team must have done that because I don't recall that conversation ever happening here.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
you know what?
remember
That was how they
happening
made the garage big enough to fit
either.
The spaceship.
the spaceship and the other vehicles and stuff they were.
So
dropping
now
in.
we are in the Baxter building, and we don't have to worry about the number of rooms. So Steven can and Luca can actually have their own rooms now because
Yeah.
with
have a
a
lot more space.
skyscraper we have a lot more space.
Hear that, son? We don't get to sleep on the floor.
Yeah. Basically,
And
basically
William
everybody
can have his own
Everybody
room.
can have the equivalent of their own floor, like an apartment.
Jeez.
Ooh, sweet.
Yeah, because if this was
A sweet.
if we had something like this as a skyscraper, yeah, pretty much everybody would have apartments. Like some of the apartments would be maybe like half the size of a floor, but they wouldn't need to be smaller than that.
All right then.
How do I like make it take away from equipment on my sheet?
Oh, okay. So on your sheet, let me see what. Let me have your sheet opened so I know what I'm looking at here. So
Okay, I am working on just the base
Okay.
Steven one right now, so you know
yeah,
which
so
one.
that's one I opened. All right, so I'm gonna click all here so we can see everything. All right, so down here under advantages, you should have an advantage code equipment. Yep, 5. That'll tell the system that you have
Oh,
25
I put it in
hit points.
equipment.
Yeah, that's good. Equipment 5. Don't change that. But then down here, under equipment, vehicles, and headquarters, anything you put in, like where you have 21 there, and then you have 2 down here, base portal resist. You see where those numbers are?
Yeah, I put the 2 in base portal resist.
Yeah.
Just
So anything that you put into those boxes is going to subtract from that 25. So
Yeah,
it
so for
doesn't.
that-
from
It doesn't
That
show
base
your equipment
portal
points anywhere.
resist.
It won't show your
Okay.
equipment points anywhere, but what will happen is if you spend more equipment points than you have, a little notification bar will show up at the top that tells you, hey, you need more ranks and equipment to have this.
Okay, that's very helpful. That makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah, if you just change that base portal whatever to shared headquarters, and then
to at
just
least
put
one,
2
yeah.
there. Just keep it as a 2, so then you know that you're contributing 2 points towards the headquarters.
Yeah.
Okay. Base stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just change that where it says base portal
Perfect.
resist. Yeah, just make it base, and that's good. Good deal.
Yep. Man, Steven's getting away with not having to use a lot of equipment points.
I didn't even realize I had
So
equipment.
real
Because like
quick-
the core group is splitting the Humvee, the headquarters.
So I want to clarify real quick. Are we adopting Steven into the team? Is Steven being introduced as a full member of the team?
William can't say that because he's been here less time than Steve.
I am going to say yes, but I think that Amanda needs to be present for that to officially happen.
Let's
I mean,
just say
I
Amanda has
guess.
gone on a margarita binge. Amanda
Yeah.
has gone on a margarita binge and it's unavailable for at least the next.
No, Amanda, I
Hour.
think, said that she was dealing with checking up on Luca and doing some research on those dead bodies.
Yes, but I mean,
Alright.
So we know
it
what
would
she's
be
doing.
really be like when Eric is actually
Yeah.
with us.
I really don't. I think that it's basically just group consensus, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But the
Gina-
party can decide to wait for.
And we also should
And I think we all know that Eric is okay with it.
yeah, officially make Hank an official headhunter as well, since we never actually formalized that.
Mm-hmm.
But I just didn't know if Eric would actually have like a speech or something
Ah.
You know,
for that, and
Of
I
course
don't
he
want to
would.
speak for him.
Gina will throw some water up in the air and transmute it into confetti to say welcome to the team. And play Celebrate Good Times on the radio.
Is that for Hank or?
For the group, for the pair.
Yay!
As the
Yeah.
laboratory. All right.
It is
But
fun playing with you guys. So
Now Steven's
so
got to
we will-
clean
we
up
will,
all the confetti.
We will have an induction ceremony
an induction.
Alright.
next session, I
All right.
guess.
I'm going to give you your PowerPoints that you're going to have by doing that. Real quick.
Ah, yes, ascent to godhood.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like now, it's like Hank's just like, okay, you're a part of the team. Now here's this green syringe. Don't just gonna stab you real fast.
You power up like a Pokemon.
There.
I digivolve. Oh,
Oh, I need
Yeah.
to do a technology check.
Steven, we choose
Or can I just
you.
take 20 to create the Doug collar for Shadow?
Yeah, you can take 20 on that.
Okay.
now I'm curious, how much bigger can I get?
Well, do remember
Now
that,
that I haven't got-
you only increase the size category for every 4 ranks, so it's not cheap.
4 ranks.
Mhm. Should we make a collar for the puppy?
That's what I'm doing. I'm making the Doug.
Oh,
For the puppy too?
yeah, might as well.
Might as well, I guess. For sure.
Yeah.
I'll have to make it so that it expands because it's just a puppy. It's gonna grow.
I trust your technology checks.
I just hold on to my 59 points and ask Eric.
I mean, add like belt holes, I guess, in the collar.
Oh yeah, because we got the puppy, we got Luca, Shadow. We got a lot of people last session.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We did.
But we also lost Karen.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Karen flew off. That's okay.
And Arvis can translate dog, right? We established that.
Yes.
Okay.
Skippy, what are you doing?
What do you mean?
I hear noises from you.
No.
I hear noise from someone.
It's him.
It-
I don't know what it is, but I hear click 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 click
Yeah.
click click.
Even right now,
Yes.
I'm not clicking.
I think it's coinless, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. Because
I see.
it was happening when Matt was off, too.
Well, I'm seeing it when I hear it. Matt's little green icon.
Yeah,
light.
Matt's icon
okay.
is going.
I was hearing the clicking. I'm like, I didn't think I was moving anything.
I guess. Yeah. I'm not looking at that screen, so I can't
Okay.
see that.
All right, so Steven's gonna be inducted. Yay. Now what?
Do we want to make sure Luca is stabilized and?
Well, that's what Amanda's supposedly taking care of.
Oh, doing?
Yeah.
And we're gonna have to wait till Eric to get back because he's the one that determines that situation. Because Luca is his plot.
Oh, okay.
So are we just gonna put this entire session is Amanda / Eric just helping Luca? While we
I mean,
have free
we
time?
can go
Well,
off
I'm
and
doing
do
some
something.
other stuff, but yeah, we can do.
That's
other
what he's
stuff, but
doing,
That's what.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what Amanda's doing.
I mean, D. How long did it take D to create those collars?
Were you using time dilation?
Yes.
Then
But like in terms
in terms
of
of in terms of how much time did he experience?
right. I mean, all it is
only,
is
that's just giving basically it's just giving the dog communication with humans.
via Arvis translating.
Or where is it? Understand, comprehend. It's just an
Yeah.
inversion of comprehend animals. So, or it's comprehend languages. 2 points per rank. You only have it speaking English, I assume.
Yes.
All right.
Rolls a
not-
1. It starts
not
speaking
no ability
Portuguese.
to read or no ability to read or write. So that's only 2 points. So yeah, like a half hour.
Oh, okay. So, nice. So
Will
does
the
I don't
dog,
yeah.
the puppy, have any points of its own to use on this? Probably.
It's all narrative.
The puppy is adorable.
I mean, if I really need to pay points, I will pay the points. But I don't think they're going to be coming into battle with us. I think they're
Puppy
just
with
going to be
a-
running around.
Puppy with
running
a
around the
rocket
base.
launcher mounted.
Oh,
Give it
that
a
would be
stinger.
awesome.
Give it a stinger missile.
What is with this group and Stinger missiles?
Listen, they're convenient.
Not group. It's
It's really
Deep.
just one person, though. Yeah, that's true.
Hey, it came
It is
in
the
handy
tactical
though.
nuke.
Plus, apparently, the puppy.
Yeah, the puppy survived that.
The puppy
Literally
survived it,
Giant
That's true.
explosion.
and good thing the puppy doesn't know it was me.
Yeah.
that's the first thing the puppy's gonna ask once they will talk. Which one of you idiots almost killed me?
The puppy doesn't know it was one of us at all. Chill.
That's right. And we
That'll be
don't.
the
We won't
character.
discuss
you
it
know.
in front of the puppy.
Infant PTSD is a kind of thing,
That's true.
Infant PTSD.
So D will go and put the collars on Shadow and the puppy, which we have not named yet.
I think
Shadow
I
Junior.
suggested Lassie. Old Yeller, yeah, Lassie.
I say little D.
No,
Little D.
no.
How about
Like
Hank
the rapper
Jr.?
name Lil D?
Yeah, Lil.
Lil D.
My friend's dog's name is Kitty.
Our next door neighbor had a cat named Fido.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to just name him Doug? They are a golden retriever.
Oh gosh.
I thought they were German Shepherds.
Well, no,
Well,
the puppy.
this one was
The puppy is a
This
golden
They just had a
retriever.
Oh.
random golden retriever puppy among their party
Yep.
of.
I think there's supposed to be a story, but we kind of cleaned the slate, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's an Eric question, and Eric, no here.
Do we just call the puppy Skippy?
That won't get confusing. No, bad Skippy, bad. Oh, and you and the dog too.
Yeah.
Poor Skippy.
Poor Skippy. That's right.
I think we just named the puppy Boom.
Boom.
Should we name him Stinger?
Yeah.
Ooh, Stinger.
That's actually not a
Crater.
bad idea.
Let's call him Stinger.
There
It's
you go.
kind of like a badge of honor.
All right. I give my hero point to Coinless for that one.
Nice.
Leave the dog names to the dog man.
I guess so.
It's natural. It's natural.
Yeah.
That is a good name. So we have Shadow and Stinger.
Nice. Shadow, Stinger, Steven, and Luca.
We have
Last
quite
I
a
don't think
collection.
Luca is actually like a dog,
No,
right?
Luca looks normal, but like his dad's a dog,
Oh.
so he's like.
Oh, I
dad. He's, like,
assumed
dog by
Luca was. I
association.
assumed Luca looked like a wolf pup.
Well,
Oh,
like I had
is
Luca
that what you-
before I was mutated, so like he had different mutations.
Oh, so what does Luca do?
We don't know.
Well, the last
go.
time we checked up on the I read it a long time. Steven read it out loud a long time ago. It says something about cosmic or like really deadly power.
Oh,
He
cool.
also kind of can make dinosaurs out of altering reality. So
Okay.
So he's like,
So we're gonna want to make sure when
Every
he
kid wants
wakes
that
up,
power.
he doesn't freak out.
yeah, probably don't want to make Luca upset since he could theoretically, I don't know, reality stone us a bit.
Yeah, I don't want to be.
seriously, like
Oh dear.
Luca's gonna be like the Scarlet Witch.
Oh
X
dear.
magic.
But they're also in a kind of like I'm actually concerned about their health, Steven and character, because like they're not doing too hot. Like aren't they being exposed to like the scar?
Not
they had the
inside of that
cage.
netting.
Not in the side the cage.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, that's another thing. Gosh, Eric not being here hamstrings a lot of stuff.
There's so many
Ah.
questions.
Yeah. Does anybody else have any puppies they need to save?
Actually, that is a good thing. Good idea. Crap. That was Eric's campaign, so I can't like say, can I see what like if I can determine what kind of technology they were using for that cage, because Tim's gonna be like, I don't know.
Exactly. This is hamstringing
mean,
us. So
To be fair,
I have a
as far
small.
as that's concerned, there's only really two options it can be, and one of them is ruled out by the fact that Matt was able to teleport into it. So rules-wise, it almost has to be that it uses the same technology as the suits use.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
the isolation suits you built.
I do feel like it might be a good idea to finally address the whole I forget what the town's called, but like we kind of like attacked I forget his name.
Oh, Nashua Center.
Nashua Center. Yeah, he's kind of back there. Do you want to like check in on like maybe just like a portal and see if they got into full like hostile takeover yet?
I guess that'd be interesting. Let's
There's
do
Nashua
some
Center is an option.
recon.
Yeah,
Let's
because
do some recon at Nashua Center.
he kind of just got away, and then we just like ignored it.
Yeah.
Went to bed.
Yeah, it's like
Well,
Yeah.
did it
morning
entirely
decided
different
to go
thing.
deal with some other issue entirely.
Yeah, we kidnapped the leader, blew a guy in the head, and turned out to be a girl, and we saved a couple dogs. And
Well,
some-
I didn't. Yeah, didn't turn out to be a girl. It turned out to be someone who can change forms.
Well, it turned out to be a
Oh,
meat
okay.
Gundam that could change forms.
Something like
It'd
that.
be
Yeah.
an it.
Yeah,
it.
you guys
Ah,
never got a
okay.
whole lot of information on the actual person at the core of all that. But yeah. So there's that you guys haven't really dealt with yet. The Fallout National Center. You guys haven't checked in with the cult really for a while. You haven't talked to Red in probably a week.
Actually,
Or
can I
seen-
scan for Karen?
Or seeing what's happened with what's this?
Can I use the doodad to scan for Karen?
Did you ever get any material?
Well,
We
we
do.
we
we
did
don't
the
have-
X-ray and stuff on it, so we would have enough information.
They have my shotgun, so if we
What
can
do you
like,
mean?
I don't know if we can track
Like,
that.
Because you're usually tracking with genetic signature,
Ah.
genetic material.
I
Yeah.
guess
Did you collect any genetic material?
Wait, I have an idea.
I could go into the cell and scrape for genetic
Wait,
material.
That's true. You could do that.
Uh,
You want to do
Or
that?
just get it from the
Yeah, I'm gonna
breakfast
do that.
plate.
All right, that's going to be a investigation.
Investigation?
check. Yeah.
What about the time that
That's 40.
she ate breakfast with all of us?
Why is the not showing? What the heck?
You are very smart.
What?
Yes.
Me?
Yeah, you're kind of like you're like pulling a Batman 40 investigation.
World's greatest detective.
Yeah.
And that wasn't a crit either.
Oh yeah, I forget.
Ish.
Why is it not there? All right, I got it fixed. Anyway, yeah. So you will find some hairs.
Do I need to do any other?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to go and scan that information into the computer. You don't have to do a check on that. You just have to actually do it.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right.
And then
There's no genetic material there.
I have an idea. Steven's shotgun he gave to them. So if you tracked his his genetic material from the shotgun, would that work?
Whoa.
Well, so when you do those searches, it hasn't been pinging every single hair and piece of skin and stuff that you've left laying around. So presumably no, but you could try it. There's nothing
Did
saying you can't
Steven
try
mark
it.
his shotgun?
He did kind of like cock it a bunch. He might have chewed on it when he was sleeping, kind of like a chew toy, because it's kind of like one of those like he didn't use it at all. So I imagine if he used it for anything, it was as kind of like something he would just bite on when he's sleeping.
I honestly
seems
don't
like a
think that the
Steven thing.
doodad's gonna find it, but I mean, I can roll a technology.
So bare
check.
minimum, it's coated in like some layer of saliva
Oh, Lord above.
Nasty.
and probably some teeth marks.
I don't know that would
26.
26. That was a terrible roll.
All right. Yeah. No, it's not gonna work.
I'm really
Tim's like,
curious.
I don't want her to be found,
Yeah.
so the
Well-
DC is gonna be
Yeah.
40.
Well, no, it's just. I mean, I don't actually mind if you find her, but the methods that you're using so far aren't the methods that would work. Is the issue.
I mean, they might be back in Nashua because that's where their family was, so they probably were beelining it for there before things got dangerous.
Well, we also know that she has the microchips in her. And did I determine what the frequency of that microchip was? I don't remember. Maybe I didn't.
I don't recall you doing so.
Don't know.
So never mind, that plan doesn't work.
If we need her genetic material, do we have like any giant blood stains from one of the non-lethal headshots?
That would have been in Price's office.
Ah,
I mean,
what about we dragged their
well,
body?
we did drag her. In,
Any
but-
any bandages we put on her head or anything? Or
I mean,
his
I
head,
searched.
or-
I searched the cell, and I'm sure that
Yeah.
if there was
Oh,
anything
okay.
like that, Tim would have said yes. You found something, other stuff. So
Fair.
it's okay.
Yeah,
I did my due diligence.
Mhm.
they'll be at Nashua. We can just assume that.
I don't think she's going back to Nashua.
Well, I mean, I thought she had a wife and kid. I could be very wrong. Had a wife. Steven don't remember too good, but he tries.
Yeah, there's that.
It's about covering every option, both the ones you do know and the ones you forget to remember, but come up with a half-baked solution anyways.
All right. So what else are we doing? I mean,
Yes,
you guys
like I
brought
said,
up
there's-
Nashua Center.
There's Nashua Center. There's the cult. There's Red and Karen, or not Karen. What's her name? It's been so long since you guys
Jackal?
talked to her that I haven't even.
Kate and Jackal.
Yeah, Kate.
And
You haven't checked in with Jackal
Lowell?
in a while. You haven't. Yeah.
Do you want to just like open a portal to each at the same time and just like?
There's a handful of things you guys haven't done.
I mean,
checked
we
in
can
with them
we
a
can
while.
communicate. We can communicate with Red over a radio.
Mhm.
Yeah, we can see what Red's got to say.
Maybe we can ask him about Nashua Center.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we can. We can.
Let's knock out 2 birds with 1 stone.
Fair.
Yeah, let's say there's, like I said, there's Nashua Center. There's Nashua Center. There's Red and Karen. Or not Karen. Kate. You haven't checked in with Jackal in a while. You haven't. Yeah.
Like, hey, and
Might
he's
as
gonna be like,
well.
what the hell did you do?
Let's start with Red.
All
I
right.
am okay with it.
Now the radio. I don't remember if you guys put any dimensional thing on there.
No,
so
we'll
that you
open
can-
up a portal
Yeah.
so that the radio signals can go through.
Just stick the antenna through the portal.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my. All right.
Portals are the solution for everything in this game.
Unfortunately.
Currently.
I'm glad those
Until
are.
Tim breaks them on us.
Or I break them. I have plans. Yeah.
All right.
So all right, we contact good old Red Ola. What happens?
Yeah. What are you saying when you contact him?
So
We're gonna
there's
let Gina talk to Red.
So it was a game of not it.
Yep.
Everyone was touching their
Gina
notes.
lost
Gina lost
by default.
Dude.
Yeah, they're just like.
I feel like someone-
What's going on?
Did someone just like forcefully put like a finger on?
Yeah, hey, it's no fair. I've got no hands.
You should get like like a metal like hand just with a finger pointing up so you can.
You need to learn how to materialize objects so you can just materialize the hand out of nowhere. Just, and then you can
Transmute
start-
air.
Then you can
Yeah.
just start bitch slapping all of us because we deserve it.
So what does Gina say?
Hi, how are you?
Everything is
Friendly.
fine here.
just fine. Yeah.
Just like perfect.
Red's gonna say, doing all right. Whatever happened to you guys? Like, everything all right with you?
Yeah, we've just been sort of like, bombing dogs, saving dogs, transporting here, transporting there. Side questing a lot for stuff.
What's a side quest?
Yeah. The shiny's always been. We're chasing the shiny object lately.
Right.
We had to collect 30 rocks, and then we had to go back and pick 30 flowers.
Mm-hmm. Are you dealing with any issues at the moment?
Some confusion, mostly. There's been reports
Listen,
of there's been reports of members of the alchemist acolytes showing up and trying to help people.
Oh, that's
So we're kind of keeping an eye
sounds
on
very
that
charitable of
situation.
them.
We're not sure yet if we should trust that, so we're kind of keeping an eye on that situation.
Yeah, it's good.
Should D interrupt and be like, yeah, they're working with us.
I mean, you can if you want to. It's up to you. Like, are you asking the group if you should do that, or are you just?
I'm like muting. Should we tell him?
I say I think we can trust them. I think we can let them in on the no.
So
could be another
D
set of
will-
eyes.
I guess D will speak up. Yeah, we talked him into this not doing terrorist stuff.
How?
It turns out in my previous life, I was the one that wrote their the manifesto.
The alchemist?
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna have to have a conversation about this at some point.
I got better.
Oh, okay. I would keep that in mind on how I interact with them, I guess.
Like just
Dan-
name drop Harvey Bernstein.
Let me know if they get out of line.
Will do.
I do levitate the new puppy up and show him the new puppy. So we have a puppy now.
Is this a video call?
The
No,
FaceTime.
it's a
Because
radio.
this has been
Only
a
a
radio
radio.
up until this
We only have
point.
radio.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have the puppy bark.
He's like, oh no,
Uh,
we got a puppy. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm
I'll-
gonna whisper. Does he care about our pet situation?
Well, it's a good icebreaker. I'll ask Red if he's heard of any activity coming from Nashua Center.
Oh, Nashua Center's on lockdown as of this morning.
Oh man, what happened?
I don't know.
Mm.
Locked down.
Should I apologize for? Should I say sorry? I feel like it's kind of.
Are you with?
That
are
sounds
you,
like a terrible idea.
Are you with Amanda Luca, or are you where we're communicating with him? I'm assuming that we're communicating with Red, like
Telepathic link or
in.
No.
No, we're probably like in the living area,
Something like that.
Right.
Yes. All gathered around, children. Let's talk to Uncle Red.
Mhm.
So I don't know where Steven actually is, if he's in the medical wing or not.
I guess he was. I guess he's like at the point where I imagine Steven like. I mean, I was like, okay, I got this. I need to concentrate. So you
Isn't it?
stop being a bother. Not necessarily that phrasing, but
Okay.
so
Down
Steven
boy.
probably walked out to get something to drink. It's like, oh hey, you guys are chilling around a radio, and it's kind of here now.
Okay.
What kind of like lockdown are they at in Nashua Center? Like more security, more like walls going up.
Right now, I mean, there's already walls. Right now, no one is being granted passage in or out. We don't know why that is yet. We haven't been able to establish contact to discuss that because I don't know if you know this, but radios are outlawed in Nashua Center. So we kind of have to wait to be able to talk to somebody in person before we know exactly what's
Oh.
going on.
Did not know radios were outlawed there. Interesting.
So can Steven just like lean over to William and just be like, so did they fill you in on who they're talking to?
That's a great question. What would William know about Red? at this
Well, I
point?
guess that's the question. Is there a Red in his setting that he knows anything about?
Oh yeah, Red got killed. That's right. I said that in the first
Yeah.
first session. I introduced William. Yeah, he got killed by his ex-wife. She also killed the acolytes.
Yeah, she killed the
Yeah.
acolytes. She killed the Red's right hand. And
Yeah. So okay. So yes. William has an idea of who this is.
Shall I ask? Is there any work you need done that we can help you out with?
We're kind of reassessing that right now. With this situation coming up in Nashua Center, and with you messaged us previously about some general. We're still trying to look into that, and with the acolytes suddenly helping people, we're kind of reassessing what needs to be done and what doesn't.
All right, that's fair. Well, that's good news. Glad nothing's messy. Nothing major's causing trouble.
And if you need to coordinate with if you need to direct the acolytes to, if you know where they're most needed, I can get you in touch with their logistics officer.
They have a logistics officer.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear Kate say, "Since when?"
I don't know. We met them. It seems like they've always had a logistics officer.
That actually explains some things. Yeah. Okay. That was Red.
And what do you mean by that makes a lot of sense, Kate?
Well, that was Red that said that.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
But yeah, but I was gonna say, well, they seemed more organized than other cults floating around the area, and well supplied, and occasionally they would. It seemed like the people that were here would change, and we didn't know where they were, how they were organizing that. But if they have somebody who's actually moving supplies and moving people and organizing all that stuff, then that adds up.
Nine would add so much to this conversation, but sadly he's not here.
Hmm. No, I think we'll say, Gino will say, hey, if you hear any more information on SOS Center, keep us posted. We're interested to see what's going on over there.
Sure. But whatever happened with you? Because like you ran off because something was going on, and then we got one message from you asking about a general, and then that's it. Like, is everything okay? What have you guys been doing?
Hi. I'm here.
Yeah, Kate's gonna go. Who's that?
Oh, I'm William. I mean Steven, sorry. I'm Steven. William's here with me though.
Yeah.
We're both here.
Hi.
Yeah, Gino say these are
Yeah.
two of our newest friends that joined us. They're a little confused.
Oh,
They helped me save my son, but he's
And
maybe in a coma. So
I died, but they helped me get better. So they're pretty good. I like them. This is a
he
nice
looks
place.
like he looks like 9, but he's really nice. He's a
Oh
cool guy.
yeah. I'm an alternate reality version of a guy you'd know as Nine, and apparently they like me better than him. So yay me, I
Mhm.
guess.
oh.
Yeah.
Kate's gonna.
Uh,
More extra dimensional adventures, huh?
Yeah, I didn't really come here by
Yeah.
choice. But now I'm here and I like it here, and I'm not
Yeah,
leaving.
he landed at our base with a hole in his chest, and we put him back together.
It was my back, but yes, you're right.
So
Well,
Steven
alright.
kind of like loudly whispers to like everybody, should we tell him that we're kind of responsible for like everything going on in that show center? We kind
Okay,
of almost
I feel like that needs to be a roll to see whether that was heard.
yeah,
Yeah.
because
That's stealth.
yeah. Oh wait, stealth.
Oh, goodness.
Are you sure it's stealth and
It
not like
100%
something
is
related to
stealth.
charisma?
So
Okay.
Can I roll?
stealth versus perception.
Can I roll sleight of hand
21.
No, you
to
cannot.
mute?
Like, oh. And Red rolls perception.
Yeah, just a second. I'm opening sheets here.
Like we
That-
kind of
that's a
did
good
shoot a
roll.
guy in the head and kidnap the man.
Oh shit. Well, that was heard.
Man,
Uh,
like we really blew like that guy's head up, but it was non-lethal, and then he escaped,
Well,
sure, but I mean, it could be
you
worse. I mean,
know,
So Red's
our
gonna go.
relation-
I'm sorry.
our
Hold up.
relationship
What was
with
that?
Red.
Glares at Steven.
why?
Ex-
Was
can
it not
you
supposed
explain
to say that?
bit?
Steven's just gonna sit down as everyone glares at him quietly.
William's gonna mutter, "This is why I hate dogs."
Gino's like, I was always a cat head.
Cat head.
Kate's like, thank you. But yeah, Red has asked for an explanation. Do you know
Zave
where
shot
the
some
National
people.
Center?
Well, we did decide to try to kidnap the person in charge, and we did kidnap him, and somebody else that helped was in the room with them, and we held him for a short time, but then he escaped and went back to his home base because he had a thing in his wrist that basically took us all down.
So you kidnapped the leader of
Nashua Center. Yeah. He's a jerk.
Okay.
To be fair, we kidnapped him very well. It was just holding him. That was the issue.
Yeah.
Oh,
We use
good?
portals.
The execution was great. The follow-through had left something to be desired.
Mm-hmm.
We forgot to search him, like at all.
I can't. I'm having difficulty figuring out how to explain to you how bad of an idea this sounds like it was. Oh.
Yeah. Well, we sort of predicate our decisions on just wing it, so planning is not our forte.
I don't think you're helping him feel any better.
Okay.
Red's never going to contract us again for
Oh,
another
God.
job.
Red is turning red.
Yeah. He's gonna say, that's kind of it's kind of a lot to take in right in this second.
Did you know that Price is holding mutants against their will in National Center and is experimenting on them?
No. Where did you
So-
learn this?
We were contacted by a mutant who we believe is controlling the defense systems for Nashua Center.
And didn't you guys also say like you met like this
And-
gargoyle lady who was captured there and saw all
We-
this herself?
Yes, we
Mhm.
met one of the Storm who had escaped from there after being experimented on. So we were trying to get answers.
Okay. So that all sounds like something that should be followed up on, but probably should be followed up on in a much more responsible manner.
Right. We were trying to just get him to ask him some questions, and then we were going to return him to his base, but he took
What?
it the wrong way.
I'm enjoying listening to them get lectured.
Of course she is.
Yeah. Tripper said,
Oh,
of course
boy.
she is. Okay, so Reska. Okay. It sounds like there's a lot going on with the situation, and we should definitely have a conversation about that as soon as possible and figure out a better plan on how to address it. Yeah. Yeah, I would very much like to know more about this, and if it's something that we need to address, I would very much like to actually come up with a plan for addressing it.
Okay.
Like send him a fruit basket.
Can
With
we
all this.
bring our
Fruit basket.
can we bring
Wow.
our
I can transmute one. A couple rocks and some bananas.
Can we bring our 2 new team members to your base? We can meet now if you want.
And then Kate's gonna give us about an hour.
All right.
Okay. See you in a bit.
Okay. Over and out. Roger Dodger.
Well, that went well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn. Okay. I'm going to turn to Stephen and go. Do you realize? Do you realize how stupid that was? Please
Steven,
tell me you have some inkling.
Steven pouring a glass of water just kind of looks at the party. He's like, well, you guys kind of should have expected this from me. You know I'm not. He just kind of sips water.
This is all on
Honestly,
you guys for not stopping.
honestly, I'm surprised you guys didn't stop me. Usually someone would stop me by this point, but
D, can you just make a muzzle? That
I
we
was just gonna say I can make like a collar for Steven that just selectively mutes him.
sounds like a fantastic idea.
And then
Just
we
get-
can just unmute him, just leave him muted until we're like, we
I-
need some input from D or from
I know
Steven.
that I'm newer on the totem pole than him, but I will suggest that you make that a provision of him being accepted in the group is wearing this collar. This is just as my probationary member. That is my suggestion.
can it be like a wristwatch rather than a collar? Because
No.
collars doesn't entirely enjoy.
No, it has
It
to be a
could
collar.
it could be anything.
I am kind of impressed though, because Steven, he's already has a bit of a track record of last time you let him interrogate the guy. It's like, hey, we may have shot you in the head, and
That is true.
Yeah.
You should have known better. Yeah,
But honestly though,
Is that
Steven
even
didn't
still
even really
here?
know Red at all. It was just kind of
yeah.
he's just
muted.
a guy
Oh, okay.
he knew. Or you guys knew.
I guess D will spend the hour making that. You're paying for this out of your own EP, by the way.
I don't know how Steven feels about getting muted.
We have proven time and time again this is a necessary thing.
It's out of character. It's kind of fun though.
True. And we don't want to leave him. You don't want to make it so that he can't play his character. Like if you have him just kind of perpetually muted.
That is true.
I wouldn't do it if he didn't have a -4 to intelligence and 2 to presence.
You know what? That's what it will be. We'll just give him. I'll modify one of the restrictor collars and make it like anytime he does something bad, we give him a slight shock. It'll be like a shock collar.
Yeah. So he's not muted. He's just bad
he just
dog. Bad dog.
You could just use an actual water bottle. Just don't even no shock collar. Just
Dogs like water though.
But he's made
not
of
like
water.
cats.
That's like throwing. That's like throwing himself at him.
Yeah, that's right. So
Get a newspaper.
yeah,
Get a
D
really
will,
big
That's good.
newspaper.
D will make an armband that gives we'll give the. Does every member want a remote? Okay,
If
every
I'm allowed
member
to have one.
will have.
I am
Actually,
impressed you're going so far because it's you honestly could just it's like hey, stop stalking Steven. He's like, oh,
The
This is more fun, though.
admittedly.
the caller will be
It is more
will
fun.
be voice activated actually.
Well, we need to be more subtle because if we're in the middle of talking to someone
Oh,
and then
true.
we have to shush someone, that's going to make them very suspicious.
All right, so yeah, we'll I'll make remotes for everybody too. So it'll just be a shock collar. It'll or it's not a shock collar, but a shock
Like
armband.
Okay. You can
How
hit 20
many
on that,
shocks
too.
can Steven withstand before
Well-
taking physical damage?
Well, that depends on how he does it. If it's, again, whether it's damage or affliction, or something else entirely. It depends on how you build it.
The greater the resistance, the more Steven must. At
It's
least when it
just gonna
comes
be
to
like-
applying physical pain to him.
It'll just be like whatever electric shock. 1.
So yeah,
I don't know why, but I
that
keep
can't be
remembering
damage or affliction because
Oh, it would just
these
be
leggings-
damage. It wouldn't be affliction.
Okay.
I don't think.
I keep remembering.
I don't want the
this
pain to
scene-
be ongoing. I just want it to give him a little jolt.
Just
Have you ever seen like a cartoon or a scene from some show? It was like this guy. It was like, okay, don't take any candy out of the candy jar. Cookie is like, okay, and it's like, gets zapped, eats the cookie, gets zapped again, eats the other cookie, just keeps eating cookies as he gets zapped until he gets adjusted to it. I think it was like a skit from a cartoon or something, but he's just gonna keep eating those cookies. I'm just saying.
Our turkeys were like that. We had an electric fence up,
Lightning-y.
and they would go over to the electric fence and stick their head through it and get shocked, and then just kind of keep doing that until it didn't bother them anymore. And then
How much for lightning resistance?
Oh, God.
Just gonna mutate. He does have regeneration, so damage won't really bug him too much.
immunity is on
Yeah.
page 165, roughly. You're welcome to look it up.
Well, if that's the case, then we're gonna definitely nullify your ability to speak or whatever.
Yes, because this will do nothing.
I won't. If you really want to shut Steven up that badly, I guess I won't object to it. But and I won't do the resistance. But
Well, you can still play your character because you can just start like miming really hard.
just oh, yeah, no. I'm totally fine with it. It's just like yeah. I definitely see like in character like it's more thinking how do I make it so Steven doesn't get like very angry because of the whole like he started off as like a slave and now he's getting a collar back on him. Like
No, it's an armband.
armbands
collar.
are cool. Armbands are cool. With the shock axe, but yeah, no. Okay.
I mean, I could selectively mute him too by just casting an illusion around him, and that transmits white noise. We've done that before.
We have done
That
that
is true.
before, actually. Although this needs to be a situation where we can do it no matter who's around.
Yeah.
I do like the shock, not gauntlet,
Yeah, and I mean, the
arm brace.
becoming immune to it doesn't mean that he doesn't
cool.
feel it. It just means
I
that
wonder
it
if
doesn't do
Steven could
damage.
use it to his
So-
advantage, like short circuit something,
So it's possible.
as he cooks himself by accident. That'd be funny.
As long as he
He's like,
understands.
don't worry, I got this. Inflicts, like, overloads it, takes a bit of damage, but he heals through it and just, like, fries a panel.
Yeah, as
Wait,
long
how
as-
would that affect him in
No.
water form? Could he, like supercharge his water form by, like, having an electric current go through it?
not without buying a power
Maybe.
that says you can. Yeah, you definitely have to actually have that on your sheet. It can't be an incidental ability. Like, it can't be implied, basically.
Understood.
I mean,
Well,
it's
here's-
basic physics.
Oh.
Here's the other thing. Like, if he gets mad enough, he can just take it off. This is just a stopgap to shut him up if he's about to say something stupid.
Yeah,
So he gets
and,
the message.
Yep.
and the thing is, like I said, like I was trying to say earlier, being immune to the damage doesn't mean he doesn't feel it.
Right.
true.
The point is him feeling it and getting the point, not
Ow.
Yeah, if he feels it and knows to stop when he feels it, then it doesn't actually have to do any damage.
right.
You're assuming he'll get the social cue, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
It's
there
like,
would,
this
I
is
feel like there would
basic
need to be some
psychology.
discussion involved. Like,
This is
definitely needs to be
basic
a conversation.
psychology.
What does -4 intelligence count for in this game? Because
okay,
Oh.
it means that you are an imbecile. So,
no sugarcoating it.
yeah, so, Hun, it is in that group. Did you find it? She can't hear me. So if you have -5 in an ability, that means that you functionally do not have that ability. So -5 intelligence means that you are not a thinking being.
You are.
So just to give you a scale, 0 is average adult human. -5 is a rock. So
I just have sentience.
So yeah, if you are at -4, you probably shouldn't be able to be a character. Like, that might be too low to be able to speak.
I like to think
So
that
we can retcon all of this?
I I mean, Forrest Gump was probably
Now,
a -3.
You have a
so
lot of points on your sheet. You should probably put your intelligence at a reasonable number.
Just suddenly he's a genius. It's like, whoa!
How many-
Puts D to shame.
It's 2 points per rank to increase your intelligence.
Okay. I want to increase. Ooh,
Ooh.
this does ask question. I'm just gonna increase it by like 1, because that would be more reasonable maybe for my character.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'd
I
say
feel like
-3 or
Okay.
-2, based on how
Okay.
you've played them.
I mean, I feel like changing it like the core character too much would be a bit excessive, because that's
Yeah.
kind of at least that's kind of what I enjoy is the somewhat of a stupidity. So just doing the same thing I've been doing, but having like
Oh,
max
yours is-
intelligence would be kind of weird.
No, I wouldn't say that. I
Oh.
would just say
Oh,
like
I don't know where that went.
like bring yourself up to -2 intelligence from -4.
I mean, that would just
What was Scales
Honestly-
was like negative?
-2 is probably basically how he's been playing him. So that would.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah, I brought it
don't
up to
think it's
-2. I just
only
gotta
four. haven't
adjust.
seen it in there.
Let's see. But what? Yeah, Steven has a lot of points. What does he want?
What motivates Steven?
Yeah. What?
Besides
what?
food, mac and
Yeah.
cheese.
And
Uh,
Luca.
That's the other thing we can do is we can have Scooby snacks and reward Steven every time he
oh my
does
There you
gosh,
go.
yes. Steven is totally
Positive
for Scooby
reinforcement.
Snacks.
I swear to God, we're practicing basic psychology here.
Yeah.
Positive and negative reinforcement. Like
Mhm.
bad
the
dog,
Scooby snacks.
good dog, Scooby snack. It's perfect. It's like
I mean, I do have a bunch of bags of Price's snacks in my inventory that we stole.
I mean, you do get credit after the end of the stream, so
If he's like, will you do it for a Steven snack? Yeah.
Steven snack.
which are macaroni and cheese bites.
Oh yeah.
Crap. Now I'm gonna grab a snack. BRB.
Honestly, that sounds appetizing in real life. Macaroni cheese bites.
I'll actually ask Matt if he can come up with like freeze dried macaroni and cheese bites.
Add a little bit of alien squid flavor in there, and we're golden.
why do you want the squid flavor though?
Well,
Well,
listen,
last
time we tried it-
lobster mac and cheese is a big deal. Like lots
Oh,
of people
yeah.
like that. So
Oh,
there's
that's dope. I've
apparently
had it. So good.
Carol's in there nodding very, very strongly. So this is a thing. Mixing seafood into mac and cheese is definitely a thing.
So, but they would have to be freeze dried because we're going to be carrying
Right,
them
yeah.
around on us.
Yeah, freeze dried or dehydrated or something. Yeah,
Yep.
So what does fighting modify? That's just like a.
fighting modifies fighting, based close combat mostly.
So I can
And parry.
punch better or more accurately.
Your
Yes.
unarmed skill.
Yeah, basically you're unarmed fighting.
So I'll finally be able to hit something with one of my punches.
Yes, you will.
Mac and cheese jerky.
I will up that by like
What
4.
was
Or wait, it goes at 3, so 7. Feels more reasonable.
This is something we can work on offline as well. Like
that is
after
true.
Yeah, and if you're dehydrating, unless you're doing it in time dilation, it's gonna take hours anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't need it for this for this
I'll
session. It
hold
was
off
just
my
an
points for
idea.
later.
Yeah.
But I did
So-
lose my intelligence, so at least I'm not like having conversations with rocks.
Yes.
Yeah.
As if like losing in some
rocks.
debates.
I speak their language.
Stephen literally, if he was at -4, would be losing philosophical debates with rocks.
All right, has it been an hour? Are we gonna go to Reds?
I mean, it can be an hour at whatever point you want it to be.
Okay.
Correct.
Well, I didn't
Don't
know
get yelled at.
if that was like giving you time to prepare. If we needed to wait until next session.
Oh no.
Or if it was-
I kind of keep track of what's going on in the world
Okay.
elsewhere.
So I think we should go to Reds then.
Yay.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Cool.
So we'll portal over to Reds.
All right. Well, when you guys arrive,
They're all pointing guns at us.
absolutely everybody. Yeah, Red, Kate, a handful of other people are there at the headquarters area. Um, you know, there's some people working, but Red and Kate and a couple other people are kind of sitting around, including Jerry.
Oh, Jerry.
Does Gina make googly eyes at him?
Oh, she's moved on from Jerry.
He's getting married.
To like
Getting
my old,
bastard.
yeah, to my college roommate.
Yeah.
Or
The
friend or
old
something.
flame.
Yeah.
So,
Okay,
if that's happening now, was that happening when you guys were together?
Mm.
Plants the seeds of
Admittedly, that has not been
Doubt.
discussed.
doubt.
I mean,
Apparently not.
we didn't talk about what they talked about when they were, when they were catching up on things.
Fair enough.
So it could
So-
have been discussed at that point how they met.
When we're walking in, before we get inside of, when we see Red before he gets to us, I'm gonna mutter to the group. Damn! Last time I saw him, my dead wife was ripping his throat out. Yeah. This is weird. Dimension traveling is a bitch, man.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
That's such a rosy thought.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
I just want you to know. Well, actually, universe traveling is a bitch, and so is she. So
As soon as this is going on though, Hank is gonna go straight over to Kate and be like, "Hey, where's my money?"
then when she balks, he turns full size, like, "Where my money at?"
Where is my money?
Yeah. Give it to me now.
Yeah, because she was carrying his money around.
Actually, is this the first time that Red's actually seen Hank? I think he's always been hiding.
That's true. He's been invisible every single time you guys have been here. So no, he has no idea. And wait, what? He has no idea what's going on. But Kate's like, it's right here. Hold on a second, and she's gonna pull out some money, and Hank is gonna go full size, and she's gonna hand him the money and be like, "Wait, you can do that?" He's gonna say, "Well, I can now, yeah." So they're gonna have that whole conversation happening.
Dee will wave at Kate.
I'll transmute some rocks into a fruit basket. There's a peace offering.
Please tell me
Where-
that
where is
they
this
don't
base?
actually. Tell me they don't actually watch you do that, because I would
So-
not eat fruit that I knew used to be rocks.
I'm curious. Are we in a base or are we just like in a cave? With
We
rocks?
are at a. All right, so
No,
we're
we're-
actually at a
we're-
church.
In a area, it's like a church.
It definitely used to be a church. It's been repurposed. It's number 17 on your map. Location number 17 on the map.
Oh. They militarized a church?
Yep.
Honestly, that's probably one of the more tame things in the series.
Because apparently guns are more important than religion in the post-apocalypse.
Unless it's a religion of guns.
True.
Unless it's a
My
cult.
weapons are my religion.
To be fair, you don't actually know like how their day-to-day operations go. But yeah, no, yeah, you know that it definitely, very obviously, was a church at some point. And
It's funny that Steven's more out of the loop with these guys than a person that doesn't even exist in this reality.
Well, this is familiar to William because
Yeah.
they were similar
Yeah.
in his world until they died horribly.
yeah, although he probably didn't ever. It's unlikely that he ever came here. Like the other group has never been here.
No, in
What does Red
Williams
look
in
like?
Williams' reality, he did know Red.
Okay.
Like they had a similar arrangement to what it is in this world, until it all went horribly wrong at the hands of the dead woman.
So what does Red look like? Steven kind of
Red is Let me pull up his description here. Okay, so these characters that you haven't met. Red is a 6'5" guy looking to be in his early 20s. Pretty built. He's like pushing 250. 6'5". Red hair, blue eyes. Armed. He definitely looks like he's got a lot of weapons available. And he just kind of, he has that look to him, like you meet somebody that just like, oh, they spend a lot of time, like they probably spend their weekends out in the woods like killing things with knives. Like he just kind of has that look to him. Kate is 5'6". She looks to be late 20s, early 30s. Much more kind of wiry, athletic build.
You're kind of burying the lead here.
Oh yeah, looks like a cat. Has cat fur and cat ears and cat eyes and claws and stuff.
Next time, lead with that.
Yeah,
looks like a cat.
yeah, she definitely looks like a cat person.
So Steven's just got to kind of walk up to Kate and he's like, "Hi, nice to meet you." Just raises his hand.
Hello.
Dog meet cat.
Yeah.
Wait, his hand, is that, are they gonna shake his hand or?
Oh, is he actually offering like a handshake?
Yeah, like a handshake, a proper
Oh,
handshake.
Yeah, she'll give him a handshake.
He keeps shaking their hand
Okay.
Better than trying to sniff her butt.
a little bit tightly.
Okay.
Gina hints over to Steve. Hey, let go.
Yeah,
Let go.
nice to
That's
meet
long
you.
enough. You're
Yeah.
getting awkward.
Shock him. Shock
Yeah.
him.
He let goes.
You have a
Yeah.
remote.
Oh right.
I mean, let's not
I don't know if you should
overdo
shoot
it.
him while he's holding Kate's hand.
Yeah.
I don't know about how current works in this universe, but that might be a bad idea.
No, it's not going to be to the point where it's going to transmit to another person.
Right.
I don't know if. Okay. Steven's not smart enough to know.
So-
science.
Like the concept of the shock collars is you have two little prongs that are in close proximity, so the current's going to go from one prong to the other prong. So it's going to take the path of least resistance. It's not going to go through another person and then go back.
Right.
So is Steven getting shocked? Yes or no?
I'm saying let's hold off. I don't think we need to overdo the shocking.
Sure, is it in the basket?
So yeah, Steven does
But that
he just
is-
wanted to do a
that's
slightly
completely up to
tighter
William.
handshake. A slightly tighter
I probably
handshake.
won't be
That was
here
all.
when it's done. I probably won't still be down here when it's done then.
It's like a kind of a
It's already 10:30.
going for a bit of an instinctual thing. Like rationally, it's they're just a person. Subconsciously,
I mean, I'll check it.
cat.
I appreciate you.
But that's it.
Yeah. I love you.
Okay, so Dee's just gonna be like, okay, Steven, let the nice lady's hand go.
How? Yeah. Sorry about that.
Heal.
Kind of waves at Red. It's like, "Hi, I don't think they want me to talk to you in case I say something stupid again."
He's
Uh,
not
fair.
wrong. He's not wrong.
Good to know.
Due to
Yes.
the unfreezing process, Steven no longer has an inner monologue.
Yeah.
No, I think I have that memory right. I think the old me would just monologue out loud in the car, like all the time. It's pretty cool, actually. It's like day 12 of our 13-week investigation on the Smitty branch. It's like this guy next to him's like, "We've only been here for 2 days, 13 weeks, and we're so close to catching the case. It's just a loitering incident. Any minute now, they're gonna slip up. We'll have the evidence we need."
I don't know what just happened, but it was weird. Moving on.
It's
Uh,
kind of a flashback, I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gina's gonna like transform a rock into a tennis ball and throw it to distract Steven.
Did you throw it at him?
No,
Throw it
throw
past
it past him to chase
Oh.
it.
Kate's gonna walk over to you guys and just be like, I didn't never consider the possibility that I should be thankful you weren't treating me like an animal, but
Oh man, it's like, yeah, guys, come on, show a little bit. Steven walks over. It's like to the ball. It's like you should come on. It's such a low class joke to just be doing to choose on it. It's like you can't just go and just do that, guy. It's not really fair. Just put a clutch. But oh, this is a really good ball, dude. It's quality.
Gina's like,
Transmuted.
come here, boy, give it back, give it back.
It's like no, and he kind of is like,
And D will just like look at Kate, and you're like, you can see why.
yeah, I'm getting some notions here.
Yeah.
So,
So what should-
so about Commissioner Price.
Oh yeah, Mr. Pricey Price. The price is right.
So, explain to me what is known, what it is that we're supposed to know about him.
So he has some lady in, we think it's the basement of the courthouse, hooked up to a bunch of wires and life support. And she reached out to me via a radio signal when I was scouting out Nashua Center. And she wanted to be saved.
Okay.
And
so after a lot of debate, apparently that was the best option that was come up with, is kidnapping Commissioner Price.
and we found files at the research facility where we woke up that had records of Price being the head scientist there, who was performing the experiments on us.
Do you have any of these records still?
We have them in our base computer.
Okay. So
I can get a printout for you.
that would be great. Thank you.
And the last part was we met another mutant at a bar, and she had escaped from Nashua Center as well because she was being experimented on. And so we thought that with all of these different instances, we needed to ask Price what was going on. So D will I'll be right back. He'll pop through the portal, and a few minutes later he'll come back with a bunch of printouts.
Okay. Thank you. These are some pretty hefty accusations and a pretty complicated situation to just kind of jump into. So the thing is, no one outside of Nashua Center actually officially has jurisdiction in Nashua Center. So if these accusations are true, our first step has to be trying to get somebody in Nashua Center who's in a position to do something about it to step up. And if that fails, we're going to need to have significant force involved if we want to try to extradite him.
like a
That
person who
force.
controls the records.
I mean, Hank and I did a pretty good job of pulling him out, but now that he kind of knows that trick, he probably won't be susceptible to it.
Right, but it's not just that. Nashua Center views itself and has built itself to a lot of other settlements as the military, economic, and legal hub of the region. they have the only functioning courthouse within a day's travel. There's a lot involved in dealing with them, and if you had succeeded in keeping him, likely would have started a war.
Are we the
Well,
bad
we weren't
guys?
planning on keeping him. We were planning on returning him. We didn't want to destabilize the area.
Okay, well that's good.
Are you sure? I thought you guys said something about, I don't know, putting red power.
Did
But out of
did Red catch any of that?
Yeah, he didn't say it for real. He said it was out of character.
Oh,
Out
okay.
of
Sorry. That was just one of the possible plans that we were
Yeah.
floating around.
Right.
We decided not to go through with that one because that was the plan that we thought was going to be like one of the last resorts.
Honestly, out of all the plans we came up with, the one that we went with would seem to be the least risky.
Right.
Yeah.
There was no good option.
Kidnapping.
Well, there's that secret entrance that the gargoyle lady found. Or
Yeah.
found out of.
So just to summarize a lot of the conversation, but William was around for this, right? Or was he around for any of this?
Not
No,
not
this
when
was
the gargoyle was around.
Hmm.
Oh yeah. You were on the roof. That's right. You decided to come with us,
What? About William?
William.
'Cause William didn't exist because
Yeah,
Nine
no.
was floating
You
around.
guys-
It was-
So yeah, 9 had already left. Tripper was playing gargoyle.
Oh, that's right.
After you guys sent Gargoyle home and went to the base, when you arrived at the base, that's when William showed up
That's right.
getting
Okay.
murdered. So there was no
Yep, so-
overlap.
I
When
think we
was-
did mention the gargoyle to William though.
When was
Yeah,
the
you
planning
mentioned
phase?
it, but-
The question is, when was the planning phase for the attack on Nashua Center?
Calling it a
William
planning
part
phase
of
is
that?
somewhat optimistic, but it did happen after that mostly.
So William was part of those discussions.
William
at
was
least, at least
William
he was
was
aware.
in the
of them.
base during those discussions.
Yes.
Okay, so William can say this. So William's going to say, so yeah, there were a lot of things that they got floated around. One was like going in by force and trying to take the lady that's being held hostage. One was what we did, trying to talk to Price. One thing we were going to offer is to rescue her and offer to replace her with a computer. Because if she's controlling all of their defenses, we don't want to leave Nashua Center defenseless, ergo leave them destabilized. I guess we were going to try to get to that in the conversation, but we never really got that far before. And I think we broached it, and he was completely receptive to the idea. There was no getting anywhere with Price.
As I recall, out of character, just pointing it out, you guys asked Price about the person in the basement, and he denied any knowledge of her.
Right, and we can't offer to replace her if he doesn't acknowledge she exists.
Right. Yeah. Now you guys don't have any you guys currently don't have much reason to believe that he was lying about that because he beat all of your checks, and
Right. We couldn't tell that he was lying.
yeah,
even
you
though
couldn't tell
we
that he was
we were
lying.
suspect.
You also don't know who put her there. Like
Correct.
you're assuming that Price put her there.
Or
I
at least
still
he knows
have the
about it.
sneaking suspicion that they are evil. The person I don't know. I just don't trust them. They have an entire control over the entire city. Yet, for some reason, they only contact us, and yet somehow they have no ability to be safe. I don't know. They seem like the secret evil mastermind, in my opinion, out of character, of course.
Well, we'll find out.
in about 10 sessions.
That's optimistic.
Okay, 20.
Okay.
Because Price was like level 16.
So yeah, so he's gonna say, okay, yeah, there's definitely gonna have to. We have to look into this. I mean, you've just given me a stack of evidence that we have to go through. Casey's gonna say, hold on, can I talk to you for a second? and kind of pull Red aside and be. They're gonna have kind of a whispered conversation.
You're cutting out, Tim.
Oh, am I?
At least it is for me.
Yeah.
Now you're good.
Okay,
Um,
but they're gonna have a whispered
let's
conversation.
see.
Okay.
Perception check,
Okay.
which I failed. 16.
Oop. I hit the wrong.
32 on your perception check, right?
Yeah, you had a 32.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, I got 32. Yes.
Oh, that was the wrong button. Hold on a second. There we go. Okay. Okay, so
Five doesn't know that they're even having a conversation.
Anyone who got at least a 13 is hearing at least half of the conversation.
Steven's focused on the ball.
Of course they are.
The one character that has like the best
Yeah.
hearing out of all of us.
All three of you. So William, D. Oh, Gina didn't roll.
Oh,
Is Gina gonna roll perception?
yes.
Oh, Hank hasn't either yet. Hold on a second.
Honestly, I think it's better if Steven doesn't hear whatever they're saying, unless you guys want him to blabber it out loud.
Oh gosh.
All right, so
I'm ready to shock if he starts saying something.
yeah, Gina can hear everything. Hank's only hearing what Red is saying. But yeah, basically what's happening is that Kate is telling him, like, listen, if this is the type of stuff that he's doing, we need to act on it. Like, we cannot allow this to stand. And Red is saying, yes, I get that, but we need to actually know that that's what's happening before we get into a major situation. Like, doing this, if we start this, we can't stop it. Like, we have to know that what we're doing is right. And she is very much arguing against hesitating, and he is arguing very much on behalf of we need to verify things. And that's the discussion that they're having.
When they come back, you will be like. He also had an assistant who ended up actually turning into a mutant and helped us with our last mission to save Steven's son.
I don't know if they weren't really an assistant, more like a clerk.
Well, yeah, okay. And
turned
they
into a mutant?
Yeah, it was kind of weird. They were kind of like amoeba-like.
What?
They shapeshift.
They
Okay.
shapeshift. Master sniper.
Huh.
Hiding in plain sight in Nashua Center.
Like they were a guy, then they were a girl. It's that kind of.
They were kind of appalled at finding out the information that we presented to them.
So they obviously whatever's happening is not known except at the highest levels because this is like a mid-tier clerk or something.
And they ended up taking off after we saved Steven's son.
Okay.
So we have no idea where they are right now.
All right. I'm not entirely clear on how that's helpful. Then.
I mean, we could probably use some contacts to see if we can locate them, maybe?
And they're probably an ally. They acted like it, at least helping us with the last mission. So they're. I don't know. We have no idea where they got to. So.
Okay. Yeah. If you want to pursue that avenue, I'll look into this evidence and try to get what I can to verify your descriptions of Price.
How do I use my contacts skill?
Oh, so that is I'm actually have to look that up. That advantage. You can make an investigation check to gather information in only 1 minute, assuming you have some means of getting in touch with your contacts.
Okay.
So I guess you're cult.
I'll talk.
Yeah.
I'll
Further
radio.
investigation checks to gather information on the same subject require the normal length of time, since you must then be going beyond your immediate network of contacts. So yeah.
Yeah, I'll start off with the cult with contacting Missy.
Okay.
41.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Yikes.
Success.
That's a crit.
That's it's a 20. Oh my.
Nice.
She's like immediately. Oh yeah, we found him. He right here.
Yeah, so Missy's gonna say, "Let me check on that," and then, not be saying anything for a couple minutes, and then come back and say, "Okay, so, I'm assuming because you rolled a nat 20 that you actually explained in detail
Yes.
the situation." She's gonna say, "Some people did notice someone matching that description flying by. They seem to have landed. Oh, let me look here. Let me check the map. My map numbers. Main map. Ooh, not there. All right. They seem to have landed near Long Pond.
Long Pond 2?
Long Pond is 7.
I don't remember. 7. Thank you. I had labeled all these and then we got
A different map.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We could go back to that map. It doesn't really. It's not necessary.
Do we want to have one of the I hate calling them cultists, but one of the acolytes try to locate them in Long Pond and deliver a radio with a frequency to contact us?
Wait, what?
That sounds like a good idea.
To have an acolyte visit Long Pond with a radio with a frequency and ask him to contact us and just
Yeah, you
kind
can
of
do that.
So give Karen a radio.
give Karen a radio, basically.
I hope they don't snipe the acolyte.
I mean,
Hey,
we'll give the acolyte the
Just tell
the
them to write a
description
sign.
of Paul and Karen.
Okay,
Because
they
we
need to
don't-
have some way to identify them as like they know us. So,
Right,
so
right.
not just some rando coming up.
And it'll just the message would be, I heard you helped some people save someone's son. They request that you radio them with this on this frequency.
I
I'm
think that
really
works.
curious how like far range does Karen see them, and whether she decides to take the shot.
Well, I
that-
mean,
that
the
also depends
person's
on
not
whether or
going to be they're going to be non-threatening. They've been helping the different areas, so I don't know if
Would they
Long
be aware?
Pond was one of the areas that they've been helping or not. Maybe that's a question I need to ask Missy. I'm like, have the acolytes been, helped out Long Pond?
No, we haven't as yet.
Okay.
Haven't really gotten there.
How long has it been since the acolytes started doing good?
And I'm hoping that
Oh,
the
a few
acolytes
days.
aren't wearing the
few
stupid
days, okay.
robes and stuff right now either.
Oh boy.
I mean, you didn't tell them not to.
So I'll say like make sure. Yeah. Okay. I will be like make sure that like the person going to Long Pond, if you haven't been there already, is wearing civvies.
Okay. All right.
Because reactions might not be good from past experiences of the acolytes,
Right.
and news might have not traveled.
Okay. It might take a couple days. Our people are kind of scattered around other places, and they're going to be walking.
Okay.
But yeah, we can send somebody.
I mean, I suppose one of us could also just like teleport over there.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do the work yourself.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's what minions, I mean followers, are for, right?
Yes.
I mean, I could teleport them there too.
That's true.
But I don't know if that will freak out the people at Long Pond because I don't think they've. Right? Because we're based out of New Derry, right?
No, you guys don't have a base.
Well, I mean, the other alternate universe.
So the alternate universe is based in their free dairy. Yes. but
Free
that
dairy,
doesn't
that's what I
really
meant to say. Okay.
That doesn't really involve yours at all.
Right. So I probably don't think that like portaling like in front of Long Pond would be a good thing to do either.
Well, I mean, if we just, yeah, probably not in, but like just at a safe distance.
Right. I mean, we could do that. Like we could have them teleport in around like the crossroads here and then walk in.
So can we just like, do we need to have like a visual or a mental image of where we want a portal to, like in specifics, or can we just like?
We just need coordinates.
Coordinates.
You can give Arvis coordinates.
Can you give them random coordinates?
Sort of.
Yeah.
If
Might not end well for you.
If you give him a random string of numbers, and it does correspond with actual coordinates that exist, then yeah, he'll open a portal there. But I can't guarantee that it will be. You may recall, only 30% of the Earth's surface is land. So your odds aren't great. If you're just doing random numbers.
Yeah.
Steven can't do that kind of math. 30%'s probably pretty good to him.
He can't math anyway.
He's looking at his fingers. 1 out of 3 ain't bad.
Man, that's like a 75% chance of success.
Now, to be fair, that was Steven, the player's character, Scales, had your intelligence score when he got lost and he flew into space, and then when he tried to come back, he got lost and landed in Canada. So, low intelligence becoming geographic problems.
Yeah.
It
So wait,
has precedence in this game.
So Steven, whose scale has the same intelligence as me, who's Steven?
Yes. He did. He has since upped it a little bit.
Ah.
Not a
See,
whole
there's a
lot.
pattern
Professor
here.
Scales yet?
Huh?
Is he Professor Scales yet?
No. I think he might be at 0 now.
All right, so he's average intelligence,
Yeah.
right?
I think I don't remember if he actually is or if he's just closer to it. But he's definitely not above it.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll just teleport the acolyte to the crossroads and let them walk and hope
Okay.
that things end well.
Okay. If you're trying to not have it be seen,
Yeah.
So remember this line around Long Pond is an estimate. There's not like an actual wall there or anything. There
Yep.
definitely are farms outside of it. You might want to go for like this crossroad instead.
Yeah, we can do that. We'll do the
And
we'll
That way,
we'll do the
They
The
definitely can't
GM's
see it.
recommendation. Yes.
Okay, cool. So you pop them in there, and they'll start walking. It'll still be like,
It'll be a while. That's fine.
Yeah.
We recognize that, but
but it's gonna definitely
so
it's gonna be closer to an hour than a few days.
yeah. We'll tell I'll tell Red. Hopefully Red and Kate were kind of paying attention while I was having that conversation.
Yeah.
So they're aware of what's going on.
So that was a little side quest to get in contact with Karen, but so what's the main thing still happening though?
We
You
still
gotta
haven't
figure
really
out-
checked out.
So
Yeah.
Red and Kate are examining evidence, and they're
Right,
going.
that'll
to
take
be
a little
looking-
while.
They're going to be looking to gather more evidence. Because
So that's not going to be an immediate thing.
unless there's a thing. So one of the other things that's worth noting is that you guys were making an assumption that Commissioner Price and Dr. Price were the same person. You didn't actually have
Right.
a picture of Dr. Price to verify that. Now, in your case, he actually did confess to that, and you have video record of that, but you haven't provided that to Red as yet.
I mean, if they ask, we can, but I don't know if that's something that we would
You
just...
do know that he's looking
Hey.
for more data, so if
I mean, I could have provided him a transcript when I printed that out.
right, yeah, if you want to, you can do that as well.
Yeah, I'll say that the transcript was included in that paperwork
Okay.
of the video, and if he wants the video, we can provide him
Yeah,
the actual video.
he will. He'll want the video.
Okay, so I'll just ask Arvis to make a copy of it and have it pop through a portal, I guess.
Okay. Cool. All right, so they're doing that and they're having a discussion about that and everything. Like he said, there's going to have to be time to review that stuff, to discuss things, to see if there's a diplomatic option for getting him tried. If not, there needs to be they're going to start making a plan for the if not. And so this is, unless you want to wait around for a little while, you might want to find something else to be doing.
Do they need? Do they want to collaborate with Marshall?
Get them in contact. Open a line of communication.
He's willing to explore that avenue.
It's completely up to you whether or not you want Marshall physically there, or if you want to just stick to radios. I know how Red values his privacy,
Yeah.
which is why I haven't really.
Yeah, Red's gonna inform you that we had a previous base. The reason this location is private is secret is because of the acolytes. So I would really rather not have them in person.
No,
unless
I
know-
understand that. I'll contact Marshall and see if he is willing to have a conversation with Red, I guess.
Yeah, he's willing to.
He and Missy.
Yeah, they're willing to.
And I guess they gave us multiple radios. I know that wait. 9 is off with one of the radios.
Yeah, that's true.
I have the other one. I guess I could tune one of Red's. I'll give them both like a unique frequency to tune to, so that that they don't have Red's frequency and Red doesn't have their frequency for the protection,
Right.
mutual protection. and I will let them communicate.
All right. Yeah. Are you going to insist on being there while they're talking?
At least as a mediator for the first meeting, I would think.
I would say yes for the I would say for the
Mhm.
first part just to make sure things go smoothly, and then as the as I understand that things are getting better, I'll just be like, okay, I'm gonna let you guys do your thing.
Mediating with your super high charisma.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. We can work
My
out.
high intelligence.
It's after 11 now, so we can work out the details on how that conversation goes next time.
Yep.
This seems like a pretty good place to stop for now. Everybody can go ahead and take. You're advancing that plot, so we'll go ahead and do two PowerPoints.
Got it.
So, no one's dead or emotionally scarred this session?
Yeah, no.
That is
Wow.
true.
Yeah, we're turning it over a new leaf.
Yay. All right. Hero points. Hero points. I have not. Let's see.
Yeah, no one gave out any hero points during the session, so you all have them.
I did. I did.
Oh,
Yeah,
Dave
for,
did.
for
Right.
coming up with
I
a
gave
stake.
to Steven.
Yeah.
I will give mine to D for making the shock bracelet.
I'll give mine to Hank for getting his money back.
Oh, hey, there you go.
It's difficult. I guess
You need to give yours to Matt for starting making your Steven snacks.
Steven, yes. Steven Snacks, there we go. Matt. I need them snacks.
Oh my.
Mm-hmm. Yum yum.
I mean, who doesn't want to sit down and have a delectable artery clogging Steven snack in the morning?
Me. All right. Who
Burn
has
means
not?
delicious.
Has everyone
Matt
given them out
hasn't
yet?
given anything out yet.
Mine goes to Gina for being the speaking role.
There you go.
Aha.
All right, thank you.
I really do want Stinger to grow up to have a Stinger missile mounted on his back.
You know, during World War II, the Russians mounted anti-tank mines on the backs of dogs and tried to train them to run underneath tanks.
Oh goodness.
Problem is, they decided they wanted to run underneath the Russian tanks, not the German ones.
Right.
So,
Well, I mean, it
Yeah.
is a suicide
If
mission,
that's-
so I
if
can
that's what
kind
you
of
teach
see
them.
yes. Yes. Because the tanks that were closest when they got released were their own!
Yep. Oh my. All right.
All
Good
we
idea,
need to
poor
do is
execution.
kids.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
also try to train cats and beavers and stuff. It's like
Okay.
we have a habit of training animals that we should really just stop trying to train.
They tried to do that World War II. They did that with bats too. They
Mhm.
they tried to put torches on bats and then just let them go over a town that had a lot of wood.
They're actually like little glass vials
Oh,
that
yeah,
would,
they were
would
incendiary
break
things.
and explode. Yeah.
But yeah, the idea was when they go to roost on the wooden structures in the morning, they would burn those structures down.
That didn't work, so instead we just dropped an absolute shit ton of incendiary bombs on Tokyo and killed more people than we did with the atomic bombs.
The Japanese actually did bomb the Pacific Northwest too with incendiary bombs.
Yes, with balloons. With balloons.
Not just that, but they actually did they tried to burn down the Pacific Northwest forest by dropping incendiary bombs on it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was using balloons. It rode the jet stream.
Oh, okay.
Like they killed a handful of people doing that.
Yeah. I know that they failed to burn it down though because they didn't know that it rained every single day there. So
And a Japanese submarine shelled the west coast, I think in Los Angeles. I can't remember.
They made landfall in Alaska. They actually took in a couple islands.
Kiska and Attu, I think.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, history
Now
time.
you've got some
Hey.
history.
I
That's
love
your
it. The
college
more you
credit for
know.
this. That's your college credit for this session. Is
You viewers didn't know you were tuning into a history course. Ha! Gotcha!
You learned something.
All right, well, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time. With that, there'll be more of this game next Thursday. I don't believe I have anything else on the schedule between now and then, but hopefully I'll have something streaming anyway. But definitely next Thursday at 9 p.m. More of this, and we'll pick up where this session left off. Don't forget, we are raising money for Extra Life. That is a charity in which we raise money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals. I'm raising for Boston Children's Hospital. Other members of the team, currently everyone else on the team is also raising for Boston Children's, but that will probably change as more people sign up. Looking at all you guys who haven't signed up yet for the year. But yeah, there'll be a big game day, a 24-hour session that will come up later this year in November. For that, and also you can join our Discord to hang out with us, and get more updates and see jokes that are happening kind of behind the scenes and further discussion. And I also have a urban fantasy web serial called Tall Tales. You can find that at talltalesuf.com. TALLESUF.com. It is currently on hiatus as I'm getting a head start on Volume 3. It'll start publishing again in August of this year, so now's a great time to catch up on that. But otherwise, thank you very much for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Good night,
Have a wonderful
folks.
night.
Yeah.
We're out. So I wanted to pose to the group. How many of you saw? I know Dave did. I know most of you did. I'm floating the idea of at some point starting a Star Trek campaign.